Hello and welcome back to our channel, How to Be a Better You. This video is going to be all about how to write poetry. My YouTube channel is actually on YouTube.
Thank goodness. My YouTube channel is on live TV.
Yeah, just type in my first and last name. First name Angela, last name Kocur, K-O-C-U-R. First things first, the pens I write with, we've already mentioned. This is Pilot Precise V5 Rolling Ball Extra Fine Pen. It writes so smooth. Oh my gosh. Isaiah told me about these pens and I will not use anything else. But sometimes I write with purple, my favorite color. So I do have a little bit of variety there. I don't just do poetry. I also do spoken word, which is basically journaling. Really, that's all it is. Sometimes I edit it, but we'll get to that in just a second. I've found that when I force the poetry, it doesn't flow as well. You can still do it. It's just harder to do. But when there's a lot of emotion, doesn't matter what the emotion is, it's a lot easier to write.
You know what they say, if you force a fart, it's probably shit.
Okay. Anyway, like one of my favorite poems is actually about Tabitha and Isaiah, and it's called No Regrets. You can find it on my YouTube channel. And it's one of the first poems that I wrote in the past couple of years. It's the first verse says, I learned guitar when I was 8. Now I'm older. Is it too late? Well, I have this handy little app on my phone. Oh, I have a message. Okay. Shut up, Isaiah. It's called Rhyme Zone. So if I'm having trouble and I'm like, I need just the right word okay, I learned guitar when I was 8. So I'm going to type in the word 8. Hello. And there's rhymes, there's lyrics and poems, there's near rhymes, there's synonyms, there's definitions to words.
There's near rhymes?
Yes.
That's
I'll explain.
weird.
Like, for example, what rhymes with 8 is, let's see, bait, crate, date, fate, freight, gate, great, hate, mate. I mean, you could think of all of these, right? Now, the almost rhymes, the near rhymes, scroll down to, there's a lot of words that they go all the way up to like 6 syllables or 7 syllables. The near rhymes, ooh, I got to scroll quite a bit. Let's say on guitar. Let me type in the word guitar. Does anything? Okay, so words that do rhyme with guitar. Okay, near rhymes. It says words and phrases that almost rhyme with guitar are air, bear, beer.
What?
I know some of these make no sense. Bore, chair, cheer, chore, clear. And I'm like,
who comes up with
guitar?
this?
But anyway, it's this handy little app called Rhyme Zone. It's
That's
a little
funny.
white icon that says RZ. The R is in red, the Z is in blue. Anyway, I use that to kind of cheat just a little bit when I write poetry. The other thing is, if you're writing in the same place all the time, like you're always at your desk in your room, you might need to change the scenery just to kind of get your mind flowing a little bit, get your creativity juices flowing. So I do that as well. So you've heard a little bit of my No Regrets poem, the spoken word, and this one is heavily, heavily edited. And it is not posted on my YouTube channel yet, but it says, and this is personal, that's why it's heavily edited. It says, I no longer feel what I want to feel. If only I followed my instinct. things like that. Anyway, that is spoken word. It's basically how this time has not been in vain. I'm not giving up. But was it fear that drove you? So anyway, that is spoken word. I have a few of those on my YouTube channel as well. You can check those out and just kind of get an idea on how to do that. One other method that I learned from Isaiah is if you don't know what to write, you can also listen to songs and journal based on what you're feeling when the song plays. I do have some of those. I have not posted those on YouTube, but...
Is it because you're beginning to feel like a rap god? Rap god?
Rap god? I'm not quite a rap god. Actually, I suck at rap, but I'm going to post my rap song anyway.
Or is it because you're kamikaze?
Kamikaze is a great Eminem song. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, one time, me and Tabitha and Isaiah, I don't care if it's proper grammar or not.
It ain't.
Okay?
It ain't. I'll just tell you that now, Miss Spencer. It ain't.
Anyhow, the three of us were sitting at the dining room table, and we had some alcohol, and Isaiah started playing Ellie Goulding. So if you're familiar with her songs, or even if you're not, you should look her up. He was playing some Ellie Goulding songs, and I was writing down like, one of them's called Explosions, one of her songs. And she says, I want to know that I can still make explosions. And I wrote that down word for word because that's exactly how I feel now. And I wrote down a bunch of other stuff as well. Not exactly what she was saying, but based on experiences I've had and things I'm thinking or things that I was thinking at the time. I'd write that down and just kind of, when you write and you don't overthink it, then you can write easier. Don't worry about editing. Don't worry about getting the words perfect. Just write. Just start writing. And as far as the alcohol goes, this is Highland Park 12-year-old Viking Honor single malt scotch. A friend of ours brought it over recently. And one thing that helps is to drink. Don't get drunk unless you just want to do that. I wouldn't recommend it, but it does help. So let's try that. Woo! Wash it down with water because it's a little strong. Woo! Maybe I should have done the fireball. Woo! Anyhow, when you take a shot or two of alcohol, it kind of loosens you up a bit. And you feel a little, maybe I need my app for this, but for lack of a better word, without using my app, I would say you feel a little freer to, okay, a little freer to express yourself on paper. So you might want to try, maybe take a shot, wait like 10 or 15 minutes, and just start writing.
Peter DeVries said, write drunk, edit sober.
Right? Can you repeat that?
Write drunk, edit sober.
Write drunk, edit sober.
People say that it's attributed a lot of times to Hemingway, but it is actually, this is because the quote is almost certainly by a novelist named Peter DeVries.
Peter DeVries?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd never heard of him, actually. And I always thought it was by Ernest Hemingway as well. But this thing is saying that it's Peter DeVries. PeterDevries.
Okay, so Peter Devries. Okay. Now, Isaiah actually, if he hasn't mentioned this yet, he actually wrote an entire book while drinking. Anyway, but it does kind of loosen you up a bit, and you don't overthink things as much. Helps me out a bit. Oh my gosh. So yeah, write drunk, edit sober. That is good advice. I don't recommend the totally drunk part, but a few shots, yeah, sure. Why not? Give it a shot. Ha! See, I'm funny too. They think I'm not funny. I'm actually pretty funny. Anyway, this is my method. This is what I do. And you know what? Try one of these methods, see if they work for you, or maybe a combination of them. I use Rhyme Zone and I take a shot of alcohol while writing, and the combination sometimes seems to work pretty well. So anyway, anyhow, try a method or two and stay tuned for our next video. And you know, what would you like one of our topics to be about? What do you want us to teach you? What do you want us to teach you that to do in a different way or better? You know, anything like that. We have a whole list of things, but we need more ideas. So check out my YouTube channel and check out Tabitha's and check out Isaiah's as well. And we will see you next time. Bye.